Caught Mr. Henry talking to Trent. How about Linda? Champions 20 times. So I've got that picture right in front of me now, Stevie boy, of John W. Henry speaking with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, again, I'm not saying that means anything, but I want to draw your attention to a Cody Gakpo comment on LFC TV. Speaking about the achievements and what the group did, this is what Cody Gakpo had to say. The group didn't change much from last season, so you can build on that. Here's the good part though. With Mo and Virgil staying, and hopefully Trent as well, then you can keep building on that team. Now, I don't know if he misspoke. I don't know if he's just hopeful or if he just doesn't know. But, you know, all I could think today when I seen the lads standing in front of the Kop, singing with them, and the camera pans to Trent, like every single one of you guys and girls around the world, my brain went straight to, how could you leave that? How? Why would you want to? Surely you couldn't. So let's hope he doesn't. But, again, we'll wait and see. Today, though, should be about the celebrating of this season and what a tremendous achievement it was for Arne Slot. First Dutch coach to win the Premier League. Virgil, first Dutch captain to lift the Premier League title. Dominic Szoboszlai, we believe, first Hungarian to win the Premier League. It is just a day of beautiful firsts. Cahill said, do you think Trent would stay after today? I honestly don't know, my man. I don't know. But Cody Gakpo's words are ones that have me thinking and wondering. He said, this group didn't change much from last season, so you can build on that. With Mo and Virgil staying, and hopefully Trent, then you can keep building on that team. So I don't know if he knows something we don't know, or if he's as in the dark as the rest of us. There was also an image of John W. Henry speaking to Trent. Truth is, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What's going on? But if that today can't convince him, I don't think anything will, because that was truly special. And do you know what? I want to salute Anfield for not running onto the pitch. I knew they wouldn't, because they're class acts, but I want to salute all of those inside Anfield who let the players have their moment, who let the players celebrate out there in front of the Kop. That's what makes this club special. There would have been a pitch invasion at many, many other clubs, but our fans stayed classy and respectful and left it to Arnott and the players to fully celebrate what is a momentous victory. And of course, sticking 5 past Spurs again today was, well, that was delicious. Certainly wasn't feeling it that way when we went 1-0 down, but played Spurs 3 times this season, scored 15 against them. So I guess one thing I do want to ask everybody tonight is, what do you think is happening with Trent? Because I'm stumped trying to figure it out, and I really don't have a clue. But I want to know what you guys think is happening with Trent now. Is there... Let's run a poll and see. Let's run a poll. We haven't run a poll all day, apart from the man of the match one. So the simple question I'm going to ask is Trent staying? I just want to see if people feel differently than they did the other day. I honestly haven't got a clue. So, you know, I'm not going to be the one to break or tell you any news. Like I've said all the way through the situation with Trent, I don't know. I've never known. I've only read what I've read from the likes of Ornstein and Romano and other journalists. But the Cody Gakpo thing today, I don't know if he's just maybe misspoken or doesn't know, but it definitely gave me a little bit more hope. Although I could be just opening myself up for hurt there. And yeah, exactly as Dave said, how can he give this up? Like, let's contrast 2 days for a second. Let's look at Real Madrid last night, right? And I don't know if you guys watched the Copa del Rey final, but Madrid acted like scumbags. And I don't use that word in this situation lightly, but that is exactly how they acted. At the end, you had Tony Rudiger giving a let me at him, let me at him. You had the players on the sideline throwing stuff towards the officials on the pitch. And they are just a classless club with classless fans in the main. And I don't understand why you would want to leave what happened today and that fan base and that stadium and that feeling to go and play for a soulless, classless club. I don't get it. It's the most un-Liverpool thing ever. When I have to sit back and listen to people talking about Real Madrid as this super club and, you know, players like McAllister, or not McAllister, Steve McManaman or Michael Owen or whatever, I don't really care what they have to say. It isn't Liverpool. You go there and yes, you may win trophies, But life is about more than that. It's about feeling. It's about belonging. It's about a sense of purpose and a sense of togetherness and community. And he'll never have that at that club because they are so fickle. As soon as he makes one mistake or two, he'll be rinsed in the media, rinsed publicly, and he deserves better than that, you know? And Liverpool is his city. So I'll never understand that appeal of going to that club. I won't. Barcelona, I could talk about the differences there all day, and that's, you know, my second club. But Real Madrid, I've just got no time for. Time after time, they show themselves up. You know, didn't go to the Ballon d'Or because Vinicius Jr. didn't win it. Tough. Rodri was better. Get over it. You know, then cry arson about the referees. Then throwing stuff out of the pitch after they fell behind after that great goal from Jules Koundé. Just, I've no time for them. Didinho said in Real Madrid disgraced themselves. Yeah, as they always seem to. And where's the furore about that in the media? Where's the column inches about that? Because remember, when ourselves and Arsenal had decisions go against us by the PGMOL in big moments, and both managers and both sets of fans said that at the very least they wanted this to be looked at, we were rinsed by Neville and others who climbed up on their high horses. Madrid are out there throwing stuff onto the pitch towards referees, trying to say that these particular referees can't referee the game. The club TV putting out montages of referees of mistakes, bringing referees to tears. Again, why leave Liverpool for that? That's my take on it anyway. You know, if he was going to a Bayern Munich, fair enough. I would disagree, but I have respect for Bayern Munich. If he was going to a Barcelona, I don't like how they've been run in recent times, but again, respect. But none for that club. None. Even Bellingham yesterday, just sheer arrogance strolling around that pitch. Cursing, swearing, just not able to accept that they weren't good enough. And it was nobody else's fault. So yeah, sorry. I'm just truly at a loss to figure out why somebody would want to go and join that from our club, which is truly unique. Kev said, 100% agree with you, Craig. They show no class. They expect to be shown respect without respecting others. They don't have a God-given right to win anything. So, exactly. They don't even want to be in the Champions League. And they cry arson about Ballon d'Ors that Vinny Jr. didn't get, that he didn't deserve to get. You know, they should be thrown out of all UEFA competitions because of the Super League and their insistence on trying to go ahead with it. They're constantly tapping up players and they are just a shithouse. Genuinely. It's just, it's like, how would I describe it? It's like a Disney park of football. You know, there's no actual heart and soul there. It's just shiny and, you know, looks nice. But Liverpool is a city where, look, and I'm not speaking to Madrid and every Madrid fan in the world, but Liverpool has a heart. That's the way I'm going to say it. Liverpool has a heart and a soul. No club has as much heart as Liverpool, said Hex. Look, Liverpool and United are two clubs that have a heart and a soul and who are that little bit different. For different reasons, in different ways, with different tragedies and different heartbreaks and different successes and different great leaders and both great sets of fans and both unique and both competing cities, but with a lot of similarities and a lot of respect and a lot of class as clubs. So after 1,000 votes, the question was, is Trent staying? 53% of people that voted said no, he isn't going to stay, and 47% said yes, he is. So as you can see, that has closed a lot from the poll that we did the other day where it was 80% to 20%. But again, we still don't know